What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Drea, and this is Theowlsintuition, back at it again with another collection. If you are new, hit that subscribe and the bell so you get notified when I post some new stuff, and if it resonates, shoot me a thumbs up and comment to let me know how or why. And if you would like to book a reading, my email is in the description box, but I will never message you for a reading, so just be careful of scammers, okay, guys? Alright. Thank you guys for everything that you do. I love you all. Let's get into it. What messages do we have for this beautiful, beautiful YouTube collective? Oh, there's a big shift happening. You don't see, because I see no changes, Tupac, right? But there's a big shift happening. You don't see the changes because they're happening esoterically. They're happening spiritually. They're happening energetically. 111. There's manifestations that are coming in, so your energy is going to be shifting, okay? A lot of people, even me, have been feeling super poopy, okay? So I feel like y'all maybe have been super poopy, and slowly but surely you've been taking the steps that you could, but it's like, it's been hard, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's been going on, but it always has to do with the planets, and the planets have been hitting hard, right? And it's like now there's a huge shift happening energetically that's about to start reflecting physically, not only in your looks, but your energy and the way that you feel. The main thing is the way that you feel, not only emotionally and mentally, because y'all were emotionally and mentally exhausted, but physically as well. So I feel like the exhaustion and the burnout just hit every area, where it's to the point where maybe some of y'all were sick and shit like that, or just couldn't do anything, or maybe even feeling sad or depressed or angry or anxious, you know? But it's like you're coming out of that, and because of your surrender and non-resistance, you're about to have a massive shift that's going to happen very quickly, and it's going to feel like magic, okay? Let me tell you that, all right? But you have to pay attention to how you feel now, okay? You're in the reset moment, right? But you have to pay attention to how you feel and pay attention to the red flags. And when I say that, I mean, how do you feel after you do this? How do you feel after you spend time doing that? How do you feel after you spend time with that person? How do you feel after you eat that thing, or drink that thing, or smoke that thing, or whatever it is? You know what I'm saying? Pay attention, and if you're gonna do things, do it intentionally, okay? Because intention really creates our lives, or helps our lives to be smoother. Because we can try to control, but we can't really control, you know? But we can control. That's the paradox, right? Y'all know the deal. Alright, yeah, look, see, there's something about eating more fruits and veggies and getting your body moving. Okay, maybe getting into nature, because it literally says nature. But it also makes me think, like, it's time for action. It's time for that action, alright? It's time, because now that you feel better, don't dilly-dally. Use your energy now that you have it, okay? 333, you're gonna be guided to be taking a lot of action, okay? Don't worry, okay? I know you may be fearful of burnout and stuff like that, but it's like, you know how a mother, before they get, they have their birth, they start nesting, is that what it's called, right? So preparing for the baby, start cleaning everything and baby proofing everything. It's like you're about to start doing that for your manifestations, and you taking action towards your manifestations and clearing out whatever you need to, and decluttering and kind of prioritizing your self-love, self-care, and your habits that help to improve you mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally right now. That's you nesting, okay? I hope that makes sense. Because there's going to be a lot of choices presented to you, which is why you need to be on your game. Which is why you need to do these high vibrational habits, so that you can make sure that you see things clearly, so that you can follow through faith, and so that you can take action through logic, but also following your intuition and your heart. All right? Some of you guys, oh my God, you're going to be having more choices in regards to love. If you are taken, then your union is about to be leveling up in some way, shape, or form, okay? And you're going to be so 10 times more grateful for your connection. But a lot of you guys, if you are single, you're manifesting a person, you're manifesting union, but it's like you have more than one choice. You have choices in regards to union. So you're going to be grateful, but again, you have to pay attention to how all of these people make you feel and what they're willing to do. You know what I'm saying? How do they make you feel? How do they make you act? Do they make you want to be a better person? Do you make them want to be a better person? What are their values? What are their beliefs? Those are the things that you're going to start to pay attention as you maybe start dating again. Because some of y'all, you've been single for a grip, okay? And you have no problem with being single, right? But you went through a period where no one was approaching you because it was like divine protection. And it's like that protection has served its purpose. And now it's like you're shifting, okay? Because this is the Wheel of Fortune and this is the Lovers. And we have choices. So there is a choice that's coming in. All right, there's a choice that's coming in, but when I tell you you're gonna be singing with joy and it's also gonna be easy, I feel like you're gonna cut through all the bullshit. I feel like the choices are gonna be easy because you're gonna be trusting your intuition, because you're gonna be following that guidance, because you're gonna be following the vision that you have, following love. You're no longer gonna be sacrificing yourself for the things that don't serve you, okay? And that's what's happening right now. It's like you're choosing to follow your vision. And if someone or something doesn't align with your vision, or someone or something isn't a loyal, part of your life and bringing you down, you're letting it go. And also your intuition is going to be lifting up, guys, all right? You're going to be experiencing things with either your pets, if you have pets, or with animals. There's going to be a lot of animals. I heard animal sightings. Or you're going to be seeing a lot of animal signs, okay? It doesn't have to be actual physical animals, but I do feel like you guys are going to be having some interesting experiences with animals in general, okay? But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be ending up with a relationship, okay? And the thing is, it's like, this is not just romantic, because there's so many people here. There's so many people here. You're taking leadership of your life, okay? You're going to not only balance tradition, but you're also going to balance your unique, unconventional ways. Because you are traditional, but also you're a paradox, okay? You're traditional in certain points and aspects, but also you have this unique spin, as every human being does. But some people don't like to, embrace their uniqueness, but you do both. You stand with tradition that aligns with you, and you also take action towards things that, align with your heart and soul, whether it's traditional or not, whether people like it or not. You're like, I like it, I'm gonna fucking do it. And that's a beautiful thing, so keep doing that. But that's what's gonna really help you in this transition, okay? Because not only are you extremely intuitive and you're gonna follow that wisdom, but you're also gonna follow that vision, that unique vision, that authentic vision that only you have, that has been gifted to you from God into your heart. That's your soul's purpose, and you're going to be following that. And the shifts that are going to be happening in your life are going to, again, it's going to feel like magic, okay? But also, you're healing family wounds, okay? You're healing your connection to your family, and you are also creating your own family. So some of you guys, you may actually get married and do the whole 9 yards within these next few years, okay? It's gonna happen kind of quickly, all right? Some of you guys, you've been dating for a long time, and then all of a sudden you're just gonna be like, whoop, propose, married. I don't know, there's something about you guys. It's just drastic changes, and it's not just marriage, because I feel like not all of you want to get married. But it's also your career and you moving or traveling. There's choices that are going to be made, but a lot of it has to do with the relationships in your life, but also the choices that you are going to start making, okay? You're going to have so much more fun, more authenticity, and you're going to feel so much more vibrant energy, okay? There's something about your heart chakra opening and that really shifting your life, okay? Maybe your heart chakra was closed off, so you were closed off to people, or maybe you disassociated or disconnected from your soul and yourself for a little bit because of all the trauma and all the drama and all the situations going on. You were in survival mode, and you're stepping out of that and you're shifting, and things are going to be getting so much better. But you need to pay attention to the downloads and give your inner child some grace. So maybe someone needs to do, again, an inner child meditation or something that'll help you to really just have fun. But be compassionate to yourself as you go through these transitions, because let me tell you, baby, you have been through the ringer, okay? You've always had that disadvantage in your life because of what you went through as a child, all the trauma and stuff, okay? So you've always felt behind. You've always felt like you had to do more and more and more, and that made you burnt out. But in reality, it's you didn't have a fair advantage. You were behind, okay? But you always have to remind yourself that this is a marathon, not a race. And you're on your own timeline. You're in your own universe. It doesn't matter if somebody gets something before you. It doesn't matter if you felt like you should have had this before. You weren't ready at that time. But now you are ready. And what you're going to do is vibrationally shift to that timeline. Because you know, time is an illusion. All we have is now. And the way that we manifest is by aligning our frequency with our desired frequencies, you know? With the frequency of our desires. What? Alright, let's see what other messages we have. And that's what you're doing right now, which is why your vibration is going to be raising, and you're going to have more energy, and you're going to be feeling more loving, happy, more open, and your heart chakra is going to be beaming. Like, you're going to feel your heart center throughout the day, okay? I don't know if you ever experienced that, but I have, and that was amazing! What else do we have for this beautiful collective? What other messages do we have? Okay, at the back of the deck, we have cake. Someone could have cake. You could be a little curvy. You could like cake too, like to eat cake. Not eat cake, but eat cake. Like, not in a bad way. Like, you could have a sweet tooth, okay? My God. Jesus Christ. Get your head out that gutter. You nasty. Up in a nasty girl. Alright, some of y'all are freaks. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, having your cake and eating it too. Reward. Slippery situation. You guys are coming out of a slippery situation, but you have to be cautious as you get out of this, okay? Some of you guys are going to be eating real good too, and some of you guys are going to start celebrating going to a party. Someone's birthday could be today, or your birthday could be soon, 11/33. You could be 33 as well. We have green, so green-eyed, okay? We have dinosaurs over here. You are an old soul. Every time I see dinosaurs, that's confirmation that you're an old soul. So whoever's in this collective right now, you are an old soul. You are an extremely wise soul who's experienced this many times. Experienced a lot of failures, and every time you have a failure, you gain wisdom, and then you can assess the situation through a different, you know, mindset, a different paradigm, a different perspective. And it's like you haven't fully grasped how much wisdom and how much power you truly have, and that's what you're about to start doing. So you're gonna be, some of you guys, you're gonna be getting really festive this holiday season too. You could be doing more things. Some of y'all could even go caroling and shit and stuff like that. If you celebrate the holidays, you know, I feel like even if you don't, whatever you celebrate, I just feel like there's gonna be festivities that you're gonna be going to. Like, maybe you haven't been social, and it's like you're stepping out of hermit mode, and you're going to be going towards people, because again, you're going to be trusting your intuition, you know? You're not going to allow yourself to get put into slippery situations, or if you see that shit's about to hit the fan, you're going to get the hell out of Dodge. Like, if you walk in, or if your intuition tells you don't go to that party, or no, don't go hang out with that person, you're going to do it. And if you don't, then you're going to receive a lesson. And that's why you're like, no more hard lessons, okay? But yeah, your basic needs are going to be fulfilled now. Okay, all your needs are going to be met, and you're going to have more than enough. Okay, you're going to have your cake and eat it too, and it's all happening now as a reward for your faith and not giving up on yourself. A lot of people tapped out. Okay, a lot of people are tapping out. Souls, a lot of souls are tapping out. Okay, because this is not an easy journey. Let me tell you, on the other side, it's so much easier. But I feel like now you're going to be eating better. Okay, there's something about you eating better in your heart chakra. You grounding, okay? Eating more fruits and veggies. We have a kangaroo. Get in my little pouch, dearie. You're protected, okay? Family unit, yeah. You're gonna be uniting with your family, or like whoever your created family is, okay? You're gonna roll with the punches, because you know that no matter what happens, everything's always working out for you, and you're gonna be moving through life a lot easier, okay? Hop to it, baby. Kangaroo Jack is coming through again. Alright, that movie was crazy. Maybe there's messages in that movie for you. If you never watched that movie, watch it. I like it. But yeah, the strength that you felt like you were about to give up, it's like you're persisting. You're going to continue to go, but know that you're always protected, okay? And your protection, because it literally says aggressive protection, to me, this is like your ancestors. Okay, you know how kangaroos just randomly attack people just because they want to box? Like, your ancestors are like, well, you know what? It's time to serve karma. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to start boxing the people who betrayed you, whether it was 2 days ago or 10 years ago. People are getting hit the fuck up right now with karma. So if you start seeing people going through some shit, know that they were cloaked. Know that it was hidden. That they were doing shiesty shit, and it's getting revealed now, okay? But also, your cloak is is coming off, all right? You're no longer hiding yourself, okay? But we also have colder weather as a confirmation that if you are in the winter season, well, we're not in the winter yet, but we're almost in the winter. Might as well be fucking winter because it's Brick City outside, okay? Yeah. So, some of you guys could be getting a new winter coat too, or you need a new winter coat, but there's an emphasis on you reminding yourself to take care of yourself first, and, you know, save some money for a rainy day, okay? Because you never know what could happen. You have to be cautious right now because I feel like you may need a little extra funds. So that is just another random message. But it's okay to have fun, but like budget the fun, okay? Make sure that you're not overspending or splurging or going too hard, okay? Don't overextend yourself in any way, shape, or form right now, okay? Move with ease, but consistency and discipline. Y'all got this, okay? Life is going to be so much more fun. Your inner child is going to be beaming because I feel like you're going to be doing things that are just going to make you feel happy. Or maybe it's like you're going to get that dream job that you always wanted since you were a child. Or like, you know, some of you guys wanted to be like actors or actresses or do voiceovers or like do random stuff. And it's like you're going to be able to accomplish those things. Like, oh, I always wanted to go surfing, and all of a sudden you go surfing and stuff like that. Like, that's what's happening. Look, we have pottery. It could be even you tapping into creative ventures like painting again and doing pottery and kite flying and random things like that, going on bike rides, and I don't know, but there's a big emphasis on you doing new things and having money, okay? Having money to do it, but like having more fun is what I really wanted to say. But you're getting out of this gray scale. You're getting out of this, look, all this gray, right? You're going to the green. You're going to the green, coming out of the gray. More fun is coming your way. So, more to be seen, but look deeper, okay? You were stuck in a deep depression or like very cold and tough-ass energies where it's like you felt alone, you felt isolated, you felt like no one was going to help you or no one would understand. But God got you through that, or is getting you through that if you're still in the midst of that, okay? Yeah, something positive is coming in. Look at this. Like, life is going to get so sweet. I'm hearing that song, like a lollipop. But you have positive things coming in, and life is going to get so much more exciting. Literally, I can't make this up. It says excellent opportunity, exciting, positive coming in, positive. Okay? And then we have Space Ranger, and I almost said stranger. So you guys always felt strange or weird, felt like you were from outer space because you probably had a past life in an outer reality than the 3D that we live in right now. AKA you've had it with intergalactic, you know? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, like your soul, and that's why you feel weird, okay? Someone could have heavy Aquarius in their chart as well, or a lot of 11th house placements in their chart. At the end of the day, you're an amazing person. You were your own hero, but you also saved a lot of people throughout your lifetime, okay? You were not treated with fairness, but you were always kind despite the betrayals. And even when you weren't kind, it was justified. These crash outs that you've had throughout your entire life were justified because you were getting attacked for no fucking reason, right? Because of whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? People taking advantage, people mad, people projecting, people just angry, and they, you know, want to be aggressive to you because you were always that person who were just like, you know, living your life, happy, minding your fucking business. And then people were like, what the hell? Like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? But you're manifesting loyal people, trustworthy people, people who are green flags, people who are gonna save you. Not that you need saving, but it's like you never had that option to have somebody to turn to, or at least you only had like one person, and now it's like you're actually gonna have like a group of people, okay? And you could not work well in groups of people because, again, Aquarius energy, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even Virgo energy coming through as well with the Hermit. It's like you, every time you were in groups of people, you felt alienated or isolated or attacked because how certain people loved you in the group and then others felt jealous. So it's like, it was always a problem, right? That's stopping. Now it's like you're going to have a group where all people are equal and people communicate in healthy ways, and you're not going to be in a group of people who hate each other or who are jealous of each other. It's like you all eating together, okay? Sweet reward. Yeah. You're going to be able to treat yourself, but you have to make sure that you beware of giving into temptation. Okay? Don't overindulge. Don't overdo it. Balance is going to be needed, okay? sustenance, your basic needs, okay? You can have your cake once in a while, but don't eat too much sweets, because we have so many sweets over here. You know, you can have your yogurt and shit. And look at this, a fucking banana, like this big emphasis on eating. But yeah, you're gonna be maybe starting a new hobby as well. That's gonna like be exciting for you. I don't know. We do have the pottery again, like I'm talking about, but like I feel like you either gonna start a new hobby or a group, or that's how you're gonna meet these new people. I'm not sure. But we have caution here with this yellow energy. Eyes are watching, not what it appears from the outside issues. That's why you have to be careful of the temptations, all right? Because people are watching. People are hidden. They're watching. You are protected, but you have to make sure that you're protecting yourself as well, because protection can only go so far. You know what I'm saying? Guidance can only go so far. Your team can only go so far because they're not in the 3D. Divine intervention. Because again, they're showing me when I was speeding, okay, home from work, and I heard, slow down, there's a cop, or something like that. And then I was like, what do you mean? I don't see any cop. I don't need to slow down. And if I didn't slow down, I would have got pulled over and it would have been, all right, cut out. But I was like, instead, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to slow down and we're going to play it out. And lo and behold, there was a cop with his lights off. And it was my voice in my head, but I knew it was different and I knew it was my intuition, but I still doubted it. And that's why if you've been doubting your intuition or second guessing yourself, that's going to cause a lot of blocks in your life. And you're going to experience things that you could have avoided. So do not doubt your intuition, all right? If you catch an off feeling, somebody's staring at you in public, or you feel like somebody's watching you, you know what I'm saying? Take precautions. Go towards somebody or walk somewhere else, or like, you know, get your weapon out. Like, no, but like, I'm so serious. Like, I don't know what's going on with you guys, but there's an emphasis on you just being aware and knowing that all eyes are on you, and yes, you are protected, but be careful, because yeah, you have your people that you can trust coming in, but there are people who are gonna look at you and, you know, come in on their high horse, right? But they're gonna be a detriment to you, okay? Because it says fine outside, unstable inside, right? So it's like they're gonna see that you're working and that, you know, you're building something, and they're gonna come in and try to, because they're watching you. There's people watching you, and they know that you're gonna be successful, so they're waiting and watching for the time to come in so that they can come in on their faulty foundation and kind of like throw it on yours, because yours is stable, because yours was built slow, and because somebody doesn't want to do the work. So just be mindful of that. But as long as you have fun and you keep an open mind, and you know, you trust your intuition, and you take them rose-colored glasses off with them donuts, more sweets, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you'll be okay. But be flexible, be open, spread out your obligations, okay? And see the purity in those who make you feel safe. Pay attention to who you can act silly with, who you can be your true authentic self. Again, pay attention to how you start masking. If you start masking around somebody, or like dimming your light, then that's not the person for you. Then that's somebody who you need to distance yourself from. If you can't be your true, loving, authentic self, then, you know, that's not for you. But you're about to go through massive amounts of growth, literally. I told you, you're gonna be, some of you guys, you're gonna be dating soon, and maybe by the springtime, because it says springtime flowers, you're gonna be in a whole relationship. You're gonna be coupled up with somebody. You're gonna be in union, okay? And you're gonna grow and bloom and expand with this person. But there's something about you loving on yourself first. So maybe in the winter time, you're gonna start opening yourself up, removing that covering, and really allowing yourself to shine bright. And, you know, like that flame, you're gonna be drawing in those moths, you know what I'm saying? But you're looking foxy, you're looking sexy, but you have a massive amounts of good luck coming to you, okay? But again, we have fox in the hen house. You gotta be careful, because there's sneaky, witty people who are watching you right now who wanna plan on coming towards you, okay? Because you have a desire to stay single or work alone, and yeah, that's gonna be shifting soon, but you also have to be very, very mindful of who you allow in your energy, who you allow to know about what you're working on, who you collaborate with, and who you're friends with, okay? Because some people will come in, do some fuck shit, and then dip out just as fast, okay? Someone could like motorcycles. But we have runner, quick exit, leave, you know, dangerous activity, cheater, undercover. Like, they're gonna be coming in undercover. So who is shiesty, and then who is gonna be loyal, faithful friend, devoted, you know what I'm saying? And you have to make sure that you're devoted to yourself and devoted to your path, because if you are, you'll be able to see through whoever's not, okay? So hold on one second. All right, I have no idea where I left off, but that's okay. All I know is that you have a lot of new things coming to you, and the main story that your guides want you to really take from this is your intuition is on point, but you need to listen and act when. It's like when I say jump, you say when, or how high, or you know, when now. Like, you know, because they're showing me the inspired actions that I've taken, and the confusion I felt, and the hesitation that was not necessary, that really blocked me from my blessings. And that's pretty much what they're saying now. And you don't have to stick true to tradition. Like, you can create a unique pathway that works for you, but it has to be divinely guided, and has to align with your soul, and it has to make sense to you, okay? Let's get some more. Are we taking reversals? Yes, okay. Two of Swords in the reverse. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh. Hermit in the reverse. Six of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. The Sun. The Hermit in the reverse. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Love that. Love it. Two of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. What's that about? Two of Swords in the reverse and the Six of Pentacles. Temperance. Wow. Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Sun. I'm telling you, your inner child is going to be, oh my god, heavy Leo energy and Sagittarius as well, and Virgo coming through. We also have Libra and Taurus and Gemini. Seven of Swords. Yep. As you put yourself out there, okay, your emotions are going to manipulate you, but you have to remind yourself that you've already experienced so much pain that any of these little fucking whatever, whoever the hell that are trying to send you negativity or block you, they can't touch you. It's irrelevant. None of that shit is gonna phase you anymore. Because for some reason, again, you just always been attacked. You've always been a target, and you never understood why. And I'm gonna tell you why. To make you understand, okay? Or to help you understand. First of all, it was never your fault. It had nothing to do with you. And yet, it had everything to do with you, okay? I know, confusing, right? So first, the reason why it had everything to do with you is because you're a catalyst. You invoke change, right? But also, these projections were happening to you to teach you lessons or to force you out of situations that made you feel uncomfy. Some of y'all stayed in situations, myself included, okay? I've stayed in situations because I didn't know how to love myself at the time. But this taught you how to love yourself. You got broken down and attacked so much to the point where it's like you had a whole reset. You pretty much had to drop everybody out of your life. And you isolated yourself, right? Because that was your form of protection. Because it was like you couldn't trust anybody. Anybody. Like, you got betrayed by your loved ones, the people who were supposed to take care of you, all of that. So it's like your trust was like obliterated, right? So you kind of have this view that like everyone is like the Seven of Swords. Everyone is gonna like come and take my swords. Everyone, if they come into my house, if they come over, I invite them over, they're gonna steal something. Or they want to steal my power, steal my energy, right? You may have even gotten to the point back in the day where like everyone was out to get you and all this other stuff, okay? You went into like some kind of paranoia. You shifted out of that, thank God, but it was a tough time, but it was also a crucial time, okay? It was a crucial time for you to realize that you were kind of intending that. You were creating that, and then you got stuck in a perpetual cycle of attracting people who were deceitful because of your past traumas, because of the projections that were placed onto you as a child. You held on to those. You were letting go of that, and you alchemized it. You alchemized it, and you turned all of that pain into your power, right? And instead of being stuck and stagnant or bored or anything like that, or being closed off to relationships, because I see the Two of Cups here. We got the Two of Cups poking out right underneath. You know what I'm saying? It's like you guys are finally going to build a relationship with yourself, and you're also going to be manifesting a healthy relationship. Somebody's going to be coming to communicate to you, okay? This is like the sign of Mercury. All right? But it's also, we also have Venus energy coming through as well. So somebody's going to come to communicate to you. And this doesn't just have to be romantic, because it could be platonic. Two of Cups also represents platonic. But to me, it represents, one, you connecting with all aspects of yourself. Two, you connecting with loved ones and, you know, family, because we have Cancer energy with this card as well. But also, you're going to be connecting to people on a different level, whether they love you or not, okay? And the people who are angry, or the people who are deceptive and all this other shit, you're gonna see through them. You're gonna see through them because you're gonna trust your intuition. We have so much moon energy coming through. Moon in Libra, moon in Taurus, moon in Aquarius. Like, and the thing is, okay, you blocked a lot of good luck from your life because of the way that you talked to yourself, because of the way that you were thinking. You had small-minded thoughts because of all these projections from small-minded people. I'm gonna say that again. It had nothing to do with you, but it became you. And now it's like you're becoming your true authentic self. You built up a lot of strength, okay? You were always confident and charismatic because you were always tapped into your inner child, but your inner child was hidden, or you tucked it away and you rejected it because of the fact that everyone rejected your joy and your happiness, but that's because they were miserable. Misery loves company. So again, everything that happened to you was for you, but it had nothing to do with you. So I digress. At the end of the day, the moral of this message is that you're going to be choosy with giving your energy. You can be generous and help others and guide others and serve your life's purpose, whatever way that is for you, because you do have a big purpose where you're supposed to lead people, help people, teach people, or guide people, or be your true authentic self and be fun and help others to be fun, but also living your best life as well and creating your dream life. That is what you're meant to do. You're meant to be stable, secure, and have more than enough so that you can be generous to others. You're not meant to live a boring life. You're not meant to reject new opportunities. You're not meant to live a mediocre life, okay? I don't want no mediocre. She don't want no mediocre, okay? You're not mediocre in any way, shape, or form, and neither will your life be. If you feel like your life is mediocre, it never was. It never was. It was just going through its phases to get to where you meant to go. You were meant to go, okay? But again, be patient with yourself. Temper your energies. When people project certain energies of anger and sadness, observe those energies, but do not absorb, because a lot of your life you were absorbing all these energies and then you felt it was yours, but it was never your energies, okay? You may have had anger issues because you had an angry father. You may have had depression because your family before you had depression and stuff like that, or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that you're canceling out generational curses as well as whatever people try to curse on you, not consciously, but speaking, that's spells, okay? Speaking things to existence. A lot of people spoke over your life, and it took because of the fact that you were still young, you were still vulnerable, and now it's like you're connected to your soul on a whole nother level, which is why you're the one who's speaking over your life. So now it's time to reprogram and let go of that so that you can truly align and vibrate as high as you can to align with that high vibrational timeline, which means that the people who are watching you, all they can do is watch you, but they can't see. There's an invisible force field because your vibration is so high. So any attacks, any hate, any shade, it's not going to touch you. You are untouchable, baby. You're untouchable. And all of that ickiness is going to go bye-bye. And you're going to have connections that actually make you feel strong, make you feel balanced, make you feel powerful, remind you of your power. Because it's like when people don't appreciate you and people just ignore you, or people take your kindness for weakness, or, you know, whatever it is, it's like, it really makes you not want to build relationships. It really makes you think that you're the problem, and it really makes you want to give up and stay hermit. But you're not meant to be hermit in this life. You may love to isolate yourself, and there's nothing wrong with doing that when you need to recharge, but you're not meant to be isolated. You're not meant to be alone. You're meant to actually have communities that you lead, and you're also meant to have people that you love, that you spend time with, and you're meant to have your soulmate, your counterpart in this life. But until you regulate your emotions and figure out what are your emotions, and what are the emotions of all the people in conflict with you, or in competition with you, or who always sent you negativity, you will continue to be confused with your power. You will continue to confuse their energies for your energies, okay? So make sure that you're calling back all your power, and you're really, really being aware of when your energy shifts right now, because what's causing it to shift, and when does it happen? Does it happen when you go out? Does it happen when people call you? Does it happen when you do this, when you do that? Okay, that's why paying attention these next few months is going to really help you on this journey to propel you forward towards your highest and best timeline. You are so strong, you are so powerful, you are so wise, you are so charismatic and so beautiful, so handsome, and it's like time for you to see that fully. Unapologetically yourself. You're beautiful and you're worthy of love. You are love. Alright guys, that's what we're gonna call it. I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.